Yeah, good night, folks. Tonight, I don't want to talk to you about a specific stock, but I want to give my opinion on several BS I'm reading, listening from people who are describing themselves as, big investor with huge experience, the blah, blah, blah. And I'm fed up, because, and there is so many people, especially in the US, who just trade, without knowing a lot of things. They don't know about shorts, they don't know about option, they don't know about dark pool, they don't know about moving average, etc. They just follow the crowd and buy the names they know and wait for the stock to go up. So it will not be long, but I think it will be very useful for maybe not for you, but for other people who basically just listening to specialists who basically are talking, BS, roughly, to go straight to the point. So you have been hearing that you need to buy a company you believe in, and then if the thing is not going up, you need to buy the dips and wait and buy the dips because the long-term projection are good and the company have a great product and will be a leader in the next 5 years. So you need to accumulate at a low price. And then people tell you, look at this company, Tesla, Nvidia, Apple, Amazon, look how many years they have been going sideways without going up, and at the end they have been leaders. Okay. So what I want you to understand is that the small fish like you and me, because we are all small fish, when we are dealing with $1 million, 500,000, 100,000, 10,000, we are small fish. We are not big institutional who can buy and then wait for 5 years and basically buy the dips and and defend their position with calls and puts and this and that. We don't have time. Time is money, and people who tell you trading make you lose money, you better buy the dips and accumulate. This is ridiculous. Why? If you have been buying Tesla in the first month of 2021, 4 years ago, right now you have been doing $0 profit in 4 years with a big name, not a junk or scam, but zero euro. And the list is so long, now all the healthcare company are at the level of 2018, 2019. So this words saying don't trade, buy the dips and wait is the reverse of what you need to do. What do you need to do? You need to forget about the stories. Wall Street is full of great stories. In the biotech, in the quantum computer, in the drones, and this and that, in the years to come, this is going to happen. Reality is, you may be the first one doing a product or dealing with a molecule or whatever, and then you have a new player coming 3-4 years after you, and they come with something cheaper, better marketing, great sales, and your big leader is becoming junk. So you need to forget all the stories in every sector. What you need to do, it's very simple. You need to see the setups. You need to see the volume, because we all need to go back to the basics and forget about the things that are too complicated, that you don't have control on. I know so many companies who are emerging as leader, great prospect, great insiders buying stock, everything, and the stock is going down because you don't know. Sometimes you have a big institutional who want to buy a big chunk. He can be aggressively shorting for 6 months and just delete all the stop loss and all the retail, and when the stock is completely destroyed, he buy everything he can, and then he have the amount of share he needs. These people have strategy to buy a maximum of shares for the price as low as possible. And they don't care if they destroy you, you get scared, you sell your shares. They don't care. They just they have a target to have X million of shares at the lowest price possible before good news hit the wires, so they can maximize the profits. So, as a small fish, what can you do? I repeat, first you forget the story. Okay? Forget the stories. 2, you forget the analyst. You forget the analyst. Back in December 2024, all the analysts were spitting on APPS 125. Spitting. Now $5. Okay? Forget about the analysts. They don't know. They protect their investment. They protect their short, and you don't even know it. And Jim Cramer and all this bunch of crook, forget about all that. Look at the volume, because volume is reality. The amount of money flow index pumping in a stock. When you see a stock like VVOS, who have in one day, without a big pump and a big dump, because that's something else. That's, they pump it with millions and then they drop tens of millions. So I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the stock going up steadily and then retrace normally. When, example, with what happened with VVOS, with 5-6 times the float. That's a lot of more money pumping in the stock. That day it was 100. Let me see, so I don't say stupid things. $100 million running around this little company. So that's not normal. Something's going on. That's the first thing that need to alert you. The money was pumping in, because that never lie. And if the stock don't explode with high volume, it's because you have shorts, naked shorts, retail taking profit, day trading will go out, and that's why the price of a stock don't go straight to the target. Normally, with this amount of volume, VVOS should have been closed at $12. Okay, but it's not like that. There is too many factors. People going out, taking profit, this and that, short, naked short, fail to deliver, dark pool, etc. Okay. Focus on the volume. Volume never lie. MVST, 1 billion in volume, 60 cents. We are near $4. So look at the volume. 2, look at the setup. The moving average, the volume, Bollinger Band. I mean, everybody have his kind of tools he used to utilize and to follow. And remember an important rule. You don't care, as a trader, small fish, you don't care about the success, the final success of a company. You don't care because you don't know. You You don't know if AMD, Intel, who is going to make a strategic investment or discovery. You don't know. I don't know. Nobody know. And we don't care. We don't care. Intel, it's a company within a lot of institutions have Intel stock. Intel, you have been losing money for years, and the companies worldwide well know. You don't care. Sometimes you can do tons and tons of thousands of dollars with a company nobody know. With a company, maybe it was even a scam. You don't know. What's interesting for you is that the price is going up. That's the matter. And the price can go up because there is short covering, because there is some kind of news is coming in the markets and anticipate. You don't know. So focus on the volume. Yeah, you can check the fundamental of a company naturally, dilution, warrants, what's going on. But, there is, look at the ALLR, ALLR have everything, every ingredient you want to have an explosion. And it's not coming. Because you don't know what's going on behind the scene. Like I was saying in audio, maybe the company, the directors, they want to buy $5 million of stock. They are not interested of pushing the price high because they will need to pay high. So for them, until February 2026, that's mean the next 8 months, they are very okay with the price running around the dollar, 110, 90 cent, 95, 105. It's good for them, And when they will have finished, you will see a straight, tons of PR, buyback, this and that, the short covering, and then the price will go to $5, $10, $20. But you never know the timing. That's why, I say that, and myself, I make the error, When back in time, when I buy MVST in November of 2024, I buy it without knowing a lot. What I know is that I see 1.2 billion in volume. That's what interests me. The rest, the director have relation with China, is honest, is a fraud, there is a short report, this and I don't know, I don't know, and I don't care. So it's like a disease that trader, have, thinking that the more they know on a company, the better it is. Look at CLOV. Tons of bag holder angry, insulting the director, Andrew Toy. Why? You know why? Because they don't listen to what I was saying in my audio, and they insult me. Instead of saying thank you, they insult me. What I was saying months ago, I say, look, folks, be careful, because we have touched 4.8, because there was a big short covering movement. And when the short will be finished buying stock, the price will drop. Because retail have been buying with the shorts. But when the shorts stop covering, there is no more buyers. All the retails are full, the shorts have cover, and there is no more buyer. And I say, look, we can fall to 2.4, low 2, there is a gap. And the price was plus $4. People insult me. Why? Because you don't have the stock, you want to push it down so you can buy. We are going to $10 straight. We have a SaaS program, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, people have done a ton of DD. They know the company maybe even better than the people working for CLOV. But they are not thinking as traders. They are thinking as investor. It's fine to be an investor, but it's not so fine because we don't have the time. I don't care personally that CLOV will be a big winner and have a value of $120 per share in 2030. I don't care. I'm not interested. No, I don't want to hear that now. What I want to hear now is what's going on. And back ago, some months ago, it was crystal clear that the price was spiking without a pause, with RSI screaming overbought, because the short were covering. They need to cover 35 to 40 million shares. It's very difficult. And when it was over, they stopped buying, and the price drift down from 4.8 to 2.5 now. And now you have tons and tons and tons of backholder who have done great DD, and the whole story is real. I agree, I like CLOV, but I like it at the best price possible and at the best timing possible. If you tell me we are going sideways until February 2026 on CLOV or ALLR or whatever, I have something else to do than just look at my screen for the next 8 months where the stock was not moving and is drifting down. So why you want to spend time and money on a company who maybe will be successful in 5 years, in the next 5 years, but who is going to go sideways maybe for the next 6-10 months? You are not interested. You don't have time to waste. You will be back, like me, I say, because that's why I'm doing. You will be back when there is a reason, technically, fundamentally, to buy the stock. Actually, what the market is telling you, don't chase, don't buy the dips, because each day we are going lower. And we may go until the gap in the low 2. How are you going to feel if you have been making this DCA at 2.9, 2.8, 2.7, and then you don't have any more money and you see the stock at $2? And then what happened? That's the other sad part of the story. When the price is going to go back up and you will see your entry price, you will be tempted to sell to break even. We are not here to break even. We are not here to wait 5 years to say, you see, I was right, CLOV is a disruptor, now it's at $35 per share. Maybe, maybe not. What I want to see is what happened tomorrow. What happened tomorrow? I want to see volume. I want to see interest. I want to see news. I don't want to know that the company is great, the software is great, the CEO is ex-worker personal of Google. That's blah, 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 fluff, fluff, fluff. We don't care. You have tons of very smart people with great skills who are bad manager. They can't manage a company, can't communicate, because they are only feeling okay when they're in front of a screen in a desk, but they feel nervous and don't know what to say when they need to talk to human. So forget about all this stuff, CEO, long-term results, everything in the rubbish. Look at the volume. Look at the interest people have in a company. Better to invest before the interest come. You will see. VVOS, every trader will be shouting and jumping around when we will cross $6. You better buy here at 3.8 yesterday. That's life. That's humanity. Humanity want to see the fire before they say we can go there. There is light and it's warm. They don't look at the pre-sign, because when I say you don't buy and hold and the dips depend. If you feel like me that VVOS will be at $12 in the weeks to come, max end of the year, it makes sense to accumulate, because we're not talking about 5 years. We are talking about 6 months. If you can have a 4 or 5 bagger in 5 months, who's gonna spit on it? So that's different. But there is some folks out there who have been buying CLOV since the SPAC come in the market at $10. And since then, they are buying all the dips, and they don't sell the run because they say we are going higher, I don't sell. And now they are at 2.5. So they are angry. They are angry because they are not made to be traders. There are people who study the DD on a company and then buy the dips and wait 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years. That's ridiculous, because during that time you have 1, 2, 3, 400 stock that can bring you money, and then you can buy more CLOV. Example, I buy VVOS at 3.8. We go to $12 or above, I don't know, I say a price like that. You sell because you reach your target. When you sell, you can rebuy your CLOV that you have been selling to buy VVOS. You can have 3-4 times more shares. That's intelligence. Not buy the dips and put fresh money into it. No. Sell the stock that you have that are not performing, that are sliding down, and buy the runners. And when you do money with the runners, you get back to your beloved stock and you buy more stock. That's basic. That's level 1 of intelligence. And nobody tell you that. People say DCA. In 2030, CLOV is a disruptor. Buy. No. I don't want to sit on my hands and spit on my screen for the next 5 years. Because maybe it will be a disruptor. No. I want to see volume. I want to see short covering. I want to see bullish signal on the chart. I don't want fluff and blah, blah, blah. We don't need that. Because everybody's, talking about Kramer. Yeah, Kramer, it's a stupidity. But a lot of people are doing the same. We are going to the moon. Look at OSCR now. Look. I'm not talking, I have proof of what I'm saying. OSCR, 2 or 3 days ago. 2 or 3 days ago, not months. This is super undervalued. We are going to plus $40. Buy. Now, it's cheap. They say that at 17, 18, 19, 20. Buy. Cheap. Then you have one analyst who come and say, yeah, but Trump, this and that, Medicare, there is some risk. Bang, from $22, $23, with all the retail who have been buying the good push from the institution and the analyst, bang, we fall at $16. You take a hit of 25, 30, 40%. That's ridiculous. You need to buy low, and you need to take profit out of the table. It's not easy. It's like in a casino. When you have a machine giving you money, you need to take the money and exit the casino. If you stay there and you take your profit and you go to the blackjack and then the poker and then this and that, you will go out with your pocket empty. And never hesitate to sell a company, sell a stock with a small loss because it's not running, to go to a runner. You need to accept the error and go to recover from your error. And don't stay there and say, okay, I've been buying CLOV at 4, now it's 3.5, DCA, let me buy more. Oh, now we are 3, let me buy more. Now it's 2.9, let me buy more. Now it's 2.8, let me buy more. No. Sell at 4 and wait for a clear signal and clear high volume to get back in. And with your $4 per share, go to buy a runner. And if you are right, you will double or triple the amount of CLOV share you have, and you don't need to put fresh money to DCA and buy low. You know, people don't say that, and it's drive me crazy to see all these people who have big months. You know, oh yeah, I have an MBA in economic, financial. You look at Twitter, they have 200,000 membership, and everybody's listening and everybody's following them. And then when the things turn red, yeah, no matter, buy the dips, it's okay, we are going to the moon, buy the dips. I don't want to buy the dips, I want to buy a runner. I don't want to lose time. Time is money. I don't have 5 years to see CLOV at $100. I prefer to buy CLOV at $5 and running to 10 than buy CLOV at 3 and wait 10 months because it dropped to 2. That's a mentality you need to have. Buy expensive. I've been buying VVOS at 3.8 and it was at 2.21 at the low. But at 2.21 it was not interesting. It was cheap, but you have no sign it was interesting. So you better buy at 3.8 when we are going to 12 instead of buying at 2 with the stock going sideways for 6 months. That's the mentality you need to have. And forget about the story, the CEO, the long-term projection, the YouTuber who are pushing this and that. Forget about all this rubbish and look at the fact, volume, chart, indicator, momentum, and go in and sell your loser and buy the winner. You don't have the time, you're a small fish, you need to make money every day. Or every week, let's say. If you don't want every day, every week. You cannot buy MVST at 4.5 because everybody is excited, we're going to 10, and then it dropped to 3.5 and you are stuck in the mud. You cannot afford to do that. Buy low, sell high. And when I say buy low, mean buy at the lowest price possible when you have clear sign that it's a moment to get in, even if it's not the best price. That's a mentality people need to have. And I repeat, forget Tesla. If you buy at the beginning of 2021, you have peanuts now. 0. 4 years in the toilet. And everybody's there, Tesla. I don't care, Tesla. Yeah, maybe they're going to be a big success with the robots. I don't know, with the taxi, the autonomous car taxi. I don't know. I want to see the chart, the volume. All the rest is fluff. And people don't explain that. Then you lose time, you lose money, and then at the end you say, I'm disgusted. Wall Street is a bunch of crooks. Market maker and shorter always win and I lose. Yeah, because you are doing that. So I'm not saying it's easy. If it was easy, we will all be millionaire. But at least you need to have this mentality, at least. And from there, do the best you can. And it's true, sometimes you have signals who don't turn successfully. Now it seems with VVOS that I was right in my timing and that we are on our way for $12 coming from $2, so it's a 6-bagger. But I've been buying at 3.8 because I have the signal at that moment. And let's see what happened. Maybe right, maybe wrong. But for now, for example, CLOV, I have zero signal to buy. We can have a bottom at 2.5. We can have a bottom at 2.15. We can have a bottom at 2. I don't know. And I don't want to be stuck. So even if it's a winner, it's a big company, big SaaS program, everything you want, show me the money. Show me the chart. Show me there is a technical reason to buy it. Don't talk to me about the story. Every company in Wall Street have great story. We are going to do that, we are going to do this, and we are going to increase the margins. And then the stock don't move. Why? Oh yes, there is some old warrants who have been selling in the run. So now we have $10 million in the bank, but there is 5 million shares dilution. Excuse me, folks. Retail, we dump on you. You see, the life is Wall Street, the stock market. It's a jungle. These people, they are not there for you. They are there for them. They want to make money. They want to be bought out by a company. They want to raise money. They are not here in the stock market to make you rich. Eventually you can become rich if you are in the right wave at the right moment, but they are not there for you, especially small company who don't have a lot of cash, who don't have a big institutionals buying, and sometimes they try to push you out because they want to buy back shares. So they don't release news. Do you think, for Ali, let's talk honestly. Do you think CLOV don't have a guy in charge of communication, and they don't know that when you don't talk, when you don't give information to the markets, you go down? Do you think they don't know that? Do you think they don't do it by purpose? They have a plan, and the plan is not you. You, if you are in the right timing, better for you. If you are not, they don't care. You buy at 4.5, you get disgust at 2.5, you sell. What do you want them to say? Yeah, long term we are going to be okay. Buy the dips. Try to think about what I'm saying here. Try to share this video with people who don't understand what's going on, because it's disgusting, the bad information basically that they are giving to the people, It's insane. And another thing you need to understand. Stock market, Wall Street, it's not always drive by logic, Everybody know, I know, maybe not everybody. People don't want to hear that, but I don't care. Everybody know that Palantir, who is above $100 now, is trading at this insane level of 100 times sales. It's ridiculous. Because the CEO have connection with some country, and I don't want to name it, that basically push him and buy the stock without a pause, even if it's super expensive. Because that's what happened. If you have deep pocket who buy shares every day because they want to support you, the price will never go down. Yeah, retail, they're going to buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. So basically they're just following the movement. And then you have the deep pocket who are pushing money every day in the stock. The price is going up. And maybe one day they stop because they plan to sell, I don't know. And then you will see a big drop. I've seen that so many times. I remember a few years ago, Netflix, they have bad earnings for a quarter. There was a drop of 40%. And then she have been going back up in weeks at the same level of before the drop. The stock market is full of tricks, full of things going on behind the scene. You have so many rubbish or stupid company who are 10, 20, 30, 40 bagger because you don't know why. You will never know why. A lot of naked short, a lot of fail to deliver. The CEO buying because he planned to do a big dilution at the top of the wave. You don't know. But people who buy them low at the right moment, they are doing tons of money. And if you buy Tesla, you are losing money. And Tesla is a legit company. Yeah, but maybe it's not investable. So that's why I'm telling you, forget about all the fluff, all the story, all the fame. Zero interest. The stock market is not a place where you want to prove to everybody, I was right. I was the first to buy CLOV at $10 at 2021, and now we are in 2031, 10 years later, and we are at $100 per share. I've had 10 bagger in 10 years. You are not in the market to say that, because that's stupid to say that. You want to buy CLOV in January 2026 at $2. I give an example, and I don't say it's going to happen. And then from there, from 2 going to 100 in 4 years, not from 10 to 100 in 10 years. So you want to have a 50 bagger in 4 years, not a 10 bagger in 10 years. And then say, I was right. No, you were stupid. It was better for you to buy in 2026 at $2 instead of 2021 at $10. Even if it go at $100 in 2031. We don't care. Timing. That's the stock market, the timing. All the rest, you can throw it in the rubbish. Okay, I hope that will help you a little bit. If you think it can help some people around you, don't hesitate to share. And if you have some comments, or if you want to criticize, no problem. You can write in the comments. But I think that what I'm saying is very logical, and everybody can understand. So take care, and I really hope that little speech can help you out a bit to do more money and have more success in the future. Thank you for listening.